Hello everybody and welcome back to Elite Championship Wrestling. I am Anomaly. I'm joined here by Sandman, and we have a treat in store for you tonight. We will decide a lot of number 1 contenders, and we have some debuts. We're still showing off some of the roster, so it's going to be interesting. We have a main event set, a rematch from last week between Martin Oxley. He's demanded his rematch after going through the table. After being put through the table last week, got a little tongue twister there. After being put through that table last week by the Outlaw Jordan Hayes. After his match, he's demanded a match, and he wants it falls count anywhere, no disqualifications. He will be given that match tonight. To decide the number 1 contenders, we have a 6-man tag match. The winning faction will get the shot at the Order. Of course, Strike Force in a match against the Order, Tank and Quick Draw, at which the Order, through ref's error, lost. I believe it was Chase Ravens who had his hand underneath the rope last week.
Correct.
And he had his hand underneath the rope. The ref didn't see it. There was no rope break. And in turn, Strike Force would win. So we're going to see the outcome of that this week. Also, we have the debut of 2 teams. We have the family, Slick and Scarface, taking on the New Bloods, Reaper and Goliath.
I'm excited for that match.
Triple threat action. We have 3 debuts, all looking to make a claim here. We have, and we can confirm actually, at the pay-per-view, there will be the debut of a new championship. Just to let everybody know, I want to get that because I was getting a little tongue twisted, but I got it out now. We're good. But yes, but this match should be a triple threat between Showtime Evan Matthews, Shotgun James Davis, and Christian Rude. 3 debuting superstars. I'm excited for them. Also, to kick off the show, and this is where it gets interesting, let's go ahead and get ready to kick off the show here. It will be number 1 contenders match for the ECW Women's Championship. Who's going to challenge Selena? We have Amanda Stone. We have Tiffany Wade. And what a way to kick off ECW.
Gotta agree. I mean, if you all recall from last week, Tiffany Wade had a matchup against Mercedes Vasquez in which she was victorious. But after the match, though, which is the most important part, honestly, is when Amanda Stone came running down to the ring and attacked Tiffany Wade from behind during her celebration, which basically is leading up to this matchup here.
And I mean, I completely agree. And the fact that Tiffany Wade had said earlier, before her match, in the backstage segments, she's tired of being pushed around. And I mean, we seen her try to fight back, but in the end, that sneak attack from Amanda was too much, and she got hit with the stone wall, and it cost her. But this is going to be a big match, and like I said, the winner, but do you really win if you win this match? That's my question. The winner of this has to go against Selena. And all the pent-up anger Selena must have. Selena hasn't been seen since winning the title. So that means she hasn't been action.
I was about to mention that. So do you think that's going to cost her at Vengeance?
I honestly don't. I think it's going to help her. I think she's going to be so pissed off by the fact that she hasn't been getting... she hasn't gotten to let any of her frustration or anger out. Because, I mean, as you've seen in the back, she is a very angry woman. No other way to say it. She is a very angry woman. And right. I feel like it's going to help her. I feel like she's going to come in with this anger and this frustration, and I think she's just going to punish whoever she's in there with.
See Amanda Stone As we see Amanda Stone coming out without her brother Dylan Stone, who we haven't seen since week 1.
That's exactly right. And from what I hear, Dylan Stone is actually hurt at the moment. He's on the injured list.
Okay.
And apparently he blames Martin Oxley for that. And he said he'll be 100% come Vengeance. And I believe that he's speaking with the board about maybe getting a title match at Vengeance. Or not a title match, match against Martin Oxley at Vengeance. Sorry, I was thinking about this title match, or this number 1 contenders title match coming up.
Getting caught up in your words.
Yeah, getting ahead of myself. But yeah, he's saying, from what I've heard, he's speaking to get a match against Martin Oxley, a rematch against Martin Oxley to kick off Vengeance. We'll see where it goes, if he does get his wish, as Tiffany Wade makes her way to the ring. America's sweetheart. And just a lovely human being is this Tiffany Wade.
Yeah, but we all know that she has a mean streak to her.
She does, and I mean, in the end, she's always fine as hell, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Can always bank on seeing her. I know when I come to an ECW show and I get to see Tiffany Wade, I leave a happy man. That's for damn sure.
All right. Calm down here. Calm down here. You're here to do your job as a commentator, not to freaking just lose your mind over Tiffany Wade. Just calm down here.
I mean, look, is it really my fault?
You want some water? You're getting a little thirsty.
Hey, maybe a little, but it is what it is. Alright, here we go. As Tiffany Wade starts off with a big boot to the head of Amanda Stone. And Amanda with a back body drop, as Tiffany was starting strong out the gates, but now Amanda back in control. Drop kick to the back from Amanda. And I mean, we know what Amanda does. She strikes with a purpose. And a big knee from Tiffany.
She has a big purpose tonight.
That's very true. I mean, she said since losing or not winning that triple threat that she's wanted a shot at Selena. This is her chance to get it. But she does have a big opponent as she faces the other woman that was in that triple threat match in Tiffany Wade. As Amanda, big Hurricane Rana there from Amanda. And Tiffany Wade rolling out of the ring, rolling out of harm's way. Tiffany gets in the ring. Amanda grabbing the legs of Tiffany Wade and then hitting a big hot shot. As Amanda back in control with a big dragon suplex. This time a Hurricane Rana from Tiffany.
There you go.
And these two women very back and forth here in the early goings. Tiffany looking to maybe drop that big knee on the head of Amanda. Tiffany with an elbow now. Neck breaker from Tiffany Wade. Tiffany with a backstabber to Amanda Stone.
It's like Tiffany's got all the momentum right now.
That's very true. And an elbow from Amanda. And Amanda demanding that Tiffany gets back in the ring. Tiffany will get in the ring. But immediately back on the attack is Tiffany. Big neck breaker there from Tiffany Wade. What's Tiffany looking for here? Tiffany might be going for something big. She tosses Amanda to the floor. Tiffany might look to fly here, Sandman. That's exactly what she'll do. Oh my God. Amanda just crashed into that steel barricade. Good Lord.
Fans in the front row just got an unexpected treat.
That's very
a little bit
true.
too close to the action.
But I mean, Tiffany Wade putting it all on the line here. Now picking Amanda up and tossing her right in between that ring post and the steps. And honestly, I don't think that's where Amanda wants to be if at this point. I mean, just coming off of that big maneuver. Ref at a count of 3 and Tiffany just tossing Amanda around the outside of the ring. Amanda gets sent in the ring now.
Well, you said earlier about leaving it all on the line. It's exactly what you got to do in order to get a chance here for the ECW Women's Championship.
That's exactly right. And I mean, Tiffany going back up top now. Amanda down in the ring. Oh, a moonsault from Tiffany Wade. Tiffany going for the pin. 1, 2. Oh, the ref just wasn't fast enough for Tiffany Wade as Amanda Stone will kick out. Oh, Tiffany might have been going back to that big maneuver. Amanda, stone wall to Tiffany Wade. She just hit Tiffany with the stone wall. Tiffany will kick out though.
Nowhere.
That was out of nowhere, and that's just how dangerous Amanda is. Her finishing maneuver is just as devastating as she is. As Amanda now in firm control of this one. And honestly, kicking out of that might have pissed off Amanda. Tiffany might not have made a smart maneuver. Oh, Tiffany with a kip up. Tiffany, went for a big forearm but missed. Tiffany in the ring awaiting Amanda. Amanda gets hit with forearms. Back to the forearms. Tiffany, big shoulder in the corner, rolls out. Oh, we've seen this in the past. Big back elbow from Amanda. Or from Tiffany to Amanda. Backstabber follows. Tiffany might be looking to end this here. Might be looking for that natural selection. She hits it. Natural selection from Tiffany Wade. Tiffany wisely pulling Amanda away from the ropes. 1, 2. Amanda kicks out. Both of these women have kicked out of each other's finishers.
You gotta think that messes with your mind mentally.
That's exactly right. Amanda again. Oh, stone wall from Amanda.
For the second time.
And she does. Amanda goes on to face Selena. And Tiffany gave it her all. Through every shot she had. Just in the end, Amanda with the stone wall would be victorious. And now Amanda gloating in the ring.
Now Amanda will go on to vengeance to seek vengeance from the loss in the triple threat match from week 1 on Selena.
That's exactly right. And Amanda has been red hot here as of late. Alright, here we go, folks. Triple threat match. 3 debuts. And I know a little bit about Evan Matthews, but the other 2 guys I don't know much about. I know Evan Matthews was trained by the great HBK, Shawn Michaels. He went to the wrestling school in San Antonio. And, this guy, he reminds me of a young Shawn Michaels. The cocky attitude, just knowing that he is the best there is to put on a show. I mean, this guy, he's a future world champion here. I will say that much, Sandman. And you'll see just what I mean when he debuts here.
Big words. Big words right there. Let's see if you can back it up.
But like I said, I don't know his opponents. I mean, I see Christian Rude over there on the right, chiseled as hell. Looks like he's made out of stone. I honestly don't know a man who would really want to face him. But to the same extent, we have a guy who's not as chiseled on the other side of this, and Shotgun James Davis. These are all very interesting styles. And I mean, do you have anything to say about this match? What do you think? I mean, now that we can confirm that there is a new championship being brought in at Vengeance, do you think this is going to play a role in to see who competes for that first shot at the championship?
Well, I wouldn't be surprised, because anytime you get a win here in ECW, that automatically puts you up in the ladder for a championship opportunity. And having a new championship here is going to be interesting to see what kind of championship it is, and see like who exactly can face for that championship. And I feel like this match, considering just looking at the men who are involved in this match, I feel like it'll play a good factor in who gets to have a chance to be the first holder of that new championship coming in.
That's exactly right. I mean, as we see, Evan Matthews, Showtime is what he calls himself. He's making his way to the ring here. And I mean, this guy...
By the way, take a shot every time I said championship in that little statement I said.
And I mean, we see the little shout out to Shawn Michaels that he did on the stage there. As we said, that is his mentor. I mean, he said he owes everything in his career to Shawn.
I mean, he is the guy that trained him anyway and got him into the business. So I wouldn't be surprised.
Another little shout out to Shawn Michaels there in the ring. That Shawn Michaels pose. I mean, I don't know what better way to say it. And I can confirm, Sweet Chin Music is the finishing maneuver of Evan Matthews. He, from what I understand, Shawn Michaels has passed it on in a way to Evan Matthews. Has said that this was his best pupil. This was the guy that he felt had the best chance of succeeding, and he felt that he should have a finishing move that's helped others succeed. And in the end, Shawn said that he was giving Sweet Chin Music to Evan Matthews. As Shotgun James Davis comes out here, I mean, this guy, he's a beer drinker. He's not as chiseled as the other guys. He's more of a bigger guy, and I mean, I don't know much about this guy other than the fact that he is a brawler.
I mean, as you mentioned, he is a beer drinker. I don't know many beer drinkers that have a chiseled body, but nonetheless, he is a brawler, like you said. He ain't afraid to go ground and pound with the best of them.
I mean, as his shirt says, he is from London. He has roots in London, and he's grown up fighting in bars in London.
Good old-fashioned bar fights.
As here we get Christian Rude, and just look at this guy. Just, I mean, embracing that rock star lifestyle. Look at it.
Pretty unique attire he has on coming down to the ring. He ain't afraid to show off his personality, that's for damn sure.
I mean, just
like we said, we don't know much about these three guys here right now, so it's gonna be interesting to see how they work here against each other.
exactly. But I mean, honestly, the favorite in my opinion is gonna be Evan Matthews. I mean, he's the one I know the most about, and just being trained by Shawn Michaels and getting the praise of having the Sweet Chin Music passed down to you. That's just like, I don't see any way that he isn't the favorite in this match.
We gotta believe that puts a huge amount of pressure on his shoulders.
That's very true. I mean, he wants to live up to the expectations, and what better place to do that than in ECW? I mean, he said in interviews, or when he signed the contract, should I say, he's looking to put the Elite in Elite Championship Wrestling.
Bold statement by him. See if he can live up to it.
And Rude sent to the outside early. Oh, Shotgun James Davis with a big German suplex there. Oh, Rude kicks Evan Matthews in the chest. And now Davis and Rude just tag teaming Evan Matthews. Oh, Matthews slips out of that big falling slam from Christian Rude. Hits him with the clothesline as Rude gets in the ring. Then another clothesline. And now Matthews is running the table. Drop kicks to both men. Big forearm. Then a clothesline. And Evan Matthews, folks, is running the table right now on these two men. Oh, James Davis halting that momentum, drapes him across the knee. And Rude seems to be put out. He's rolled out of the ring. Samoan drop from Shotgun James Davis, followed by a big senton.
Well, I was about to say that. I think Christian Rude's my favorite in this match, but yeah. let's change a little bit here.
The domination from Shotgun as he goes off the athleticism, which it in turn hurts himself as he has to roll out of the ring to kind of catch his breath a little bit. And I mean, Shotgun has just been dominant so far. Another big clothesline from Evan Matthews, who Evan's going to the top rope. He's looking for something big here. Oh, that Shawn Michaels-esque elbow drop there. What a maneuver. Shotgun James Davis gets back in the ring, but he gets immediately hit with a big time shot there. And oh, Rude hit with a big inverted power slam. And then a big float over DDT from Evan Matthews. Oh, clothesline followed by the kip up.
Evan Matthews really impressive here thus far, living up to the expectations.
That's for sure. As oh, Shotgun fighting out of that. And wise move from Matthews to perhaps get out of the ring to try and catch his breath, but followed by Shotgun. And Christian Rude's following right behind Shotgun. Both men follow him into the match. Oh. Big Sambo plex from Shotgun James Davis. Tosses James into the corner. Oh! As Matthews went for a splash in the corner. Oh no. Rude putting Matthews on the top rope. Oh, big back suplex off the top. And Matthews is going to roll out of the ring here. And now Christian Rude starting to get some momentum in there. And Rude just taunting to the crowd. That could be his downfall. Oh, big springboard forearm from the big man. A man that big should not be able to fly that high. What a maneuver.
Jeez, that's scary.
Oh, and Evan Matthews breaking up a pin attempt from Shotgun James Davis. Followed by a big time shot there. Oh. Big DDT there. Jumping DDT from Evan Matthews. Oh. Shotgun on the attack now. Big arm drag. Oh, super kick to Sweet Chin Music.
There it is.
Drop kick to Rude. Matthews revving up the bands. He might be looking for another one this time to Rude. Oh, man. Matthews has his opportunity. Oh, it's ducked by Rude. And Matthews inadvertently takes out the referee. Oh, draped across the knee again of Shotgun James Davis. Christian Rude now. Big Tiger Bomb, I guess you would call that. And big forearm from the middle rope. Rude going for a pin. Only a count of two. Matthews is back to his feet. Oh no, these two men are both up. Matthews moonsault. Oh, he barely misses. Matthews might have crashed and burned on that one. Christian Rude still on the middle rope. Big drop kick from Matthews. Matthews looking to go back up. James Davis is in the middle of the ring. Big elbow from Davis. Or to Davis. Matthews with the forearm. The kip up. Oh, he went for that atomic drop but got blocked. Oh, draped across the knee again. Then the senton to follow it up. And how impressive have all three of these men been here tonight?
Really impressive. Good debuts so far by all three of these men.
Oh, and then a clothesline. That was just a sick maneuver. Shotgun James Davis squeezing the head of Evan Matthews as Christian Rude would roll in and hit a big clothesline to Matthews as Matthews rolls out of the ring of safety here to kind of catch his breath. Rude going for another pin. Only a count of about 1.5.
See if Rude can muster any offense here.
What's Rude looking for here? I'm sorry, James Davis looking for here. Oh! He went for something big there, but broken up was the pin by Evan Matthews. And I mean, Matthews just wisely getting ahead of that and breaking up that pin. He would jump and springboard and kind of cost himself. But at the same time, it saves the match. As Rude is up now and he looks to be going after Davis. Oh, Davis with a shot to the side of the head of Matthews. Rude once again showing that cocky attitude. It might make him pay. Davis. Oh, Davis. What's Davis looking for? Bouncing off the ropes. Powerbomb. A pop-up powerbomb. And James Davis just pinned Christian Rude. What a hell of a match. All these men put on a show. But in the end, just as Matthews was down, Davis would throw him a pop-up powerbomb from James Davis.
I don't think there was ever a time where the pace slowed down in that match.
I mean, there wasn't, and those guys just kept it going the entire match and showed up. And in the end, James Davis was so impressive in that match. Alright, let's move on to the next one here. Next up on the card will be a tag team match to debut some more tag teams in our group or show or whatever you want to call it.
Gotta love debuts.
We're gonna be seeing the debut of the New Blood. This is a faction that just simply said that they're the New Blood. They're the part of the revolution. They're here to show everybody that older isn't better. And I mean, these are all relatively young guys, and they're 22, 23, all around that age.
Interesting.
They're guys that are just looking to take over this business. They're saying it's time that some of the veterans, like your Outlaws and your Revolutionists and Garcia and Hayes, they're saying it's their time is up and that it's time that the new blood of this new generation takes over. And honestly, I don't want to argue with them. Have you seen the monster and Goliath that they have in their corner?
I've seen how big he is backstage, and I just don't want to get near him. I'm good behind the table.
That's exactly right. I mean, and then the guys that they're facing are no slouches either. When I tell you these guys are from Brooklyn, New York, they are part of the mob, or we're part of the mob, should I say. They decided that they went to jail, which is where they got their nicknames. Slick, of course, being the one with the slick back hair, the beard, and just looking to prove his point. We also have Scarface, who he got that nickname in prison. In a brawl, he was slashed across the face with a shank, which is basically a prison-made knife. But they got out of prison and they got with their, I guess you would call it their boss. But in the end, he is their uncle. They are cousins. He is their uncle, and he calls himself the Don. And they said that they wanted to make money in other ways. They weren't trying to go back to prison, but they knew that what they learned in prison and on the streets and in the mob could come in handy. So they formed what appears to be a pretty fearsome tag team, in my opinion.
We have a very unique and diverse sort of tag team division here in ICW. I mean ECW, my bad. Jesus. Shout out to the other company, God.
Right.
Anyways, but this team though, very tough individuals, like I said, and having the jail experience that they have, just being in the mobs and being in the streets and learning how to fight basically on their own. They weren't in any training facilities for the most part. They weren't in any wrestling schools. They learned how to fight on their own. And that's completely different compared to the other guys that we have here.
That's exactly right. As these monsters make their way to the ring. And I mean, look at Goliath on the right, guys. I mean, come on, Sam, man. You can't deny that that monster is just the equalizer out of all this.
You ain't far from the truth. I will agree with you on that one.
I mean, all the jail time and everything put aside, I don't care how much jail time you spend. You don't want to fight a man that looks like that.
Well, maybe you do, and if you do, you're an idiot. I'll say that.
And I mean, Azrael is, I guess, somewhat of a leader for these guys. It is his movement. He did start the movement. Azrael, of course, the one in the middle with the hooded jacket, and the one that's going to be in the corner of these two. And then you have Reaper and Goliath. I mean, if just the names alone strike fear. As here we go, we get to see the family here. And I mean, Slick on the left, Scarface on the right, with the Don in the middle. And I mean, they're ready for a fight, but do you think they're intimidated at all looking across the ring from Goliath?
I wouldn't think they are. At least they don't showcase it. I mean, like you said, you can have all the jail time in the world, but if you're going up against a man the size of Goliath, I'd be shaking my boots right now. As my monitor here at the announce desk decides to mess up, great.
And just these men, they stand in unison with their manager, the Don, at ringside, and I would hope to see more of these guys. As here we go, the ref rings the bell, and Reaper starts off with a big kick. Bouncing Slick off the ropes with a big sling blade there. And I'm honestly interested to see what ways the New Blood tries to convey their message. As, oh no, here he comes. We might be in trouble here. As, oh my lord, a Mack truck just hit Slick there. Oh my god.
I don't think all that many years in jail are gonna recover from that.
This monster that is Reaper. I'm sorry, that is Goliath. Reaper is the one in the corner, the quicker of the two, obviously. As Slick, the quicker of the family, finally gets the big man off his feet. And he needs to tag in the power of his team, in my honest opinion. I think Scarface needs to come in because, Goliath might get back up, and that's honestly what nobody wants. Oh my god, up and over. Back body drop. Goliath sends Slick crashing.
As the ECW ring crew is here fixing the monitor. Thank you guys.
Goliath is passing in front of our table. Move back, Sandman.
God, Jesus. We had 2 minutes.
Oh my god!
Close-up action last week.
Holy crap! As Goliath just hit another back body drop, this time sent Slick crashing into that steel barricade.
I'm surprised he didn't clear it.
I mean, I thought he was, but instead he fell on top. Oh my god, it's just a Mack truck again running into Slick.
How do you stop a man the size of Goliath?
I mean, you gotta attack his base as he just hits a big boot there. I mean, you gotta
get close to the base.
It'll be difficult, but I mean, I've seen men just as big fall in the past as he sends Slick crashing to the mat there. Yes, I've seen men just as big as Goliath fall to men the size of luchadors. I mean, we've seen in past companies as, Goliath picks him up, elbow drop there from the Reaper. Goliath on the middle rope. Oh my lord! But still Slick kicks out. What the hell did we just see Goliath do? I mean, I'm at a loss for words. He came off the middle rope and just crushed Scarface as he got into the ring. Slick still trying to fight back. It is Reaper in the ring with him now, but Reaper... big maneuver there from Slick. And I mean, we seen Slick kick out of that maneuver. Oh no. This time Goliath's going to the top rope. I don't think he's gonna. Oh my god! Oh my lord, Goliath just crushed Slick.
Slick desperately needs a tag here.
The New Blood just won this match. My god. That maneuver was devastating when Reaper came off the top. Look at it when Goliath comes off the top rope. I mean, we just seen over a 400-pound man fly. Look at this. Just picks him up, and then look at Goliath. Just all that weight crashing down on top of Slick. I mean, he wasn't even allowed to make a tag in that match. The New Blood looks like a well-oiled machine. As they celebrate in the ring. And just look at these guys.
What do you think all the other tag teams in the back feel about this?
I mean, it's definitely a force to be reckoned with. And it's definitely an impact on the tag team division, but at the same time, we have seen other teams have their own secret weapons. I mean, we're about to see two teams here up next who definitely have their own secret weapons. We have the Strike Force taking on the Fallen to decide the number 1 contenders for the tag team titles. And can I just say that we're gonna see 6 of the best in this division. And our board of directors, they didn't want just any old match. They wanted something that was gonna distinctly prove which team deserved to face the order. And they were going to give it to Strikeforce, but after the way the match between Strikeforce and the order ended, with Raven's hand being underneath the bottom rope, they felt that Strikeforce hadn't earned it. They needed to earn it in a match where the ref didn't screw up. And to that same extent, they felt the Fallen should get a rematch. So in turn, it turned out that they decided that why not put all 6 men and just the winner of this 6-man tag match will get the #1 contender spot, which I am not complaining about at all. I think it's a great move by our board of directors. I can also confirm there will be a 6-man ladder match to decide the new who wins the newest belt at Vengeance. There will be 6 men. 3 of those men are the ones from the triple threat match earlier tonight. The board was so impressed that they decided all 3 men deserved a chance to fight for that belt. The other 3 men will be announced at Vengeance, and they will be going after this new championship that will be unveiled at Vengeance in a 6-man ladder match. So that's big news, Sam, man. What do you think about that?
It's going to be interesting to see a ladder match. We've had one other ladder match here in the company thus far, and that was a great match. I mean, I feel like the 3 men in this match the 3 men in the triple threat match earlier on tonight really showcased themselves, and they do deserve to be in that ladder match. And it's going to be interesting to see who the other 3 men are in the matchup.
That's exactly right. I mean, we've seen those men fly for the most part. I mean, they knew how to move. Even the 2 bigger guys, they knew how to move. So it's going to be exciting to see who else gets put in that match with them.
Do you think it's going to be anybody from the roster already, or are you going to be seeing some more debuts happening?
I think it might be a mix. I mean, I feel like there's definitely some guys who deserve a shot at this new title. I mean, we get guys that like Curtis Hunt, who deserves it, obviously. Lassiter should maybe be even in that match. I mean, he's proven himself as a singles competitor, as a top-notch guy.
Right.
I mean, we've seen some guys that definitely deserve it, but at the same time, this is a new championship. Why not put some new blood in it? No pun intended by that one.
Right, whatever championship it may be, because even we don't even know what championship is going to be introduced here.
That's exactly right. I mean, I haven't been told anything from the board of what to announce or what to call this title. They've just informed me that this title will be debuted, that there will be a title debuted. They're saying, from what I understand, we're also going to have a couple more announcements. Apparently we will be getting a general manager for Genesis at Vengeance.
Oh, okay.
So they will be announcing who will be the general manager. So that's an interesting way to go with this, and it has me even more excited as we see the Fallen begin to make their way around to the arena, and we see those flashlights, those cell phone lights in the crowd. Just the following of the Fallen, as I say every time I see them, it grows bigger and bigger, scarier and scarier.
I swear, every time they come out here, the following just gets bigger. I just look around right now at the crowd here, and it's like almost everybody here has their lights out.
That's exactly right. I mean, you're an avid supporter of the Fallen. I mean, why don't you have your light out right now?
Because I'm not well, I kind of am. I was going to say I'm not biased, but yeah, I kind of am.
I mean, this is going to be a clash of forces. This is a match that everyone's wanted to see from the beginning. I mean, we're going to see them take on Strikeforce. And don't get me wrong, the Fallen are a formidable team in their own right. They're a great team. Do you believe they can defeat Strikeforce tonight?
I I don't know, honestly, as I'm swaying my arms here with the crowd. I don't know, honestly. I'm a firm believer of the abilities that these men have as a team, but knowing the teamwork that Strike Force have, I just don't know.
This is the first time we're going to see both of these teams in six-man action. See all three of them on each team working as a unit, a three-man unit on each side.
It's going to be interesting to see how each team can work together as a unit.
That's exactly right. And I mean, another interesting thing is going to be, how does the Fallen counteract Tank?
God, Jesus, Tank.
I mean, every time we see him come through the ring, it gets scarier and scarier.
He's getting taller, the crowd's getting shorter.
I feel like one day this crowd is going to accidentally touch him and he might hurt somebody.
I wouldn't be surprised.
And I mean, most teams look intimidated coming to the ring against the Fallen. Strike Force, they look like a unit. They don't look intimidated at all.
They just come into the ring like it's your average Sunday day.
I mean, as Lassiter with a big clothesline to Anarchy to start the match. Pain and Storm will be on the outside, as will Tank and Quick Draw. Big clothesline there. And I mean, we've said it in the past, just the quick striking ability of Lassiter. And I mean,
the force and the speed that Lassiter's hands has, that speed that they're being thrown at, and the force that they're executing into your body, that's something you don't want to be in the opposite side of.
Oh, big reversal there from Anarchy, who finally gets some momentum as he hits a big dragon suplex there. And Anarchy has another German this time after he tags in Pain. Make sure Lassiter's down for a minute.
You can't have Lassiter have any breathing room.
That's exactly right. I thought Storm came in for a second, then I realized it was in fact Pain. Oh no, Pain came in, but here comes Tank, and the big man with a drop kick to the corner. Oh my lord.
How do you prepare for a man like Tank?
I don't think you can. I mean, he's athletic, and just the pure mobility that he possesses. He can move like a lot of our regular heavyweights, and I mean, for all intents and purposes, this man is a super heavyweight. I mean, does he weigh as much as super heavyweight? No, but he's as strong as a damn super heavyweight.
But he's as agile as a damn lightweight.
That's exactly right. I mean, how do you prepare?
Simple answer, you don't.
As we see Tank just take off Pain's head with that vicious uppercut.
I mean, like we said before in the past, you got the brawling ground and pound style of Lassiter, the speed of Quick Draw, and the powerhouse of strength of Tank. I mean, just three different styles just mixed together as a trio. It's just devastating.
Speaking of the speed of Quick Draw, Tank did tag him in as Quick Draw hits that sling blade. Quick Draw rolled out of the ring and quickly took out Storm on the apron. Anarchy will come into the ring now.
I don't know about you, but Strike Force reminds me of three-man that used to run roughshod over a company.
That's very true. I mean, obviously the other three men didn't have the military background that these guys have. Oh my God! Anarchy almost hit you in the face, sir, when he came over that table. What a kick from Quick Draw. Good lord.
I'm regaining myself here. Okay, we're good.
Can I just say that...
back into the second row.
I'm rooting to have I'm voting to have our announce table moved in the next board meeting.
Yeah,
As
so like
Storm gets some payback.
Can we just move to like a suite or something in the arena?
I mean, this is the second week in a row we've almost been hurt. Quick draw back on the attack though. Kick to the gut. Oh, that needed a head, and I believe Anarchy might be busted open.
That blood's gonna mix well with his Anarchy logo.
Oh, that big snapmare driver from Anarchy as he reversed that super kick that Quick Draw went for. And I mean, we just seen a second where when Anarchy went for that pin, every man got in the ring. That could be a scary outcome of this match.
I feel sorry for the ref there.
I mean, if you're the ref, your job is to keep order in a match. How do you keep order when all of those men get in the ring?
Alex, get out of the way. Just let them do their thing.
It's not even just any man. It's Strikeforce and the Fallen. As, Tank's back in it. Big clothesline. Tank throws him to the Quick Draw, who hits another. And these men just, any move they can, they will attempt.
I will say, if I am a ECW referee and I was told by the board to officiate this match, I'm going to have to use my veto there.
Oh my God! Anarchy went for Anarchy's plunge and freaking Tank just caught him in midair. How do you stop a man of this magnitude? As Tank picks him up and slams him to the ground. Good Lord.
Surprised I didn't break the ring.
I mean, and we know what Tank's going for here. Here they go. Kick, followed by the pile driver. As the other members of Fallen have been knocked off the ropes. Oh, what? Tank accidentally inadvertently hit the referee. Tank hit the referee in the middle of the chaos. And I mean, Anarchy was down. And now Anarchy
will kick. That was just an
excuse
excuse to inflict more punishment to the Fallen.
I mean, these guys. Just, I think that it looked inadvertent. It looked like Tank got caught up. He was trying to get to the outside, and the ref just inadvertently got in his way. And a man that big, running full steam ahead, trying to get out of the ring and maybe keep the other two members, Payne and Storm, down. It would, in fact, cause a little bit of damage. I mean, do a little harm to do a little harm to the referee if he got in the way of that.
Yeah, if you still want a career, don't get in the way of Tank.
That's for sure. As that needed a head again to Anarchy. I mean, that is the knee that busted him open. And can I just say, just coming out in all black, I mean, these guys just look like a well-oiled unit every time they step in the ring. Oh no, here we go. Oh, that big time maneuver. Tank goes for the pin. And Anarchy kicked out. How in the hell did Anarchy kick out of that?
I was about to mention that I'm surprised Anarchy don't have a damn concussion, but just the fighting spirit, I guess you can say, if he has any spirit, just kicking in there.
And Tank immediately takes Storm back off the apron. And I mean, did they just piss off Tank, in your honest opinion?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
It seems like that's what he did. Like, Tank was ready for the damn match to be over with, and in return, he just, oh my God, the athleticism from Tank with a Hurricane Rana.
Anarchy ain't gonna be the same after this.
That's for damn sure. I mean, being the same is an understatement. As he's stuck in the corner of Strikeforce.
If I was Payne and Storm, I would do anything to get Anarchy out of there.
And I mean, here comes Lassiter, who's just gonna pick away at the pieces that, after his unit, his Strikeforce has done the damage. And I mean, I was backstage when Lassiter was talking. He was talking to, I believe it was a reporter in the back he was talking to. And they got wind of this match that was going to happen here. And he just, that big maneuver from Lassiter there. But yeah, and he was talking, and he had some words about Anarchy. As Lassiter picks up the win there. Big maneuver by Lassiter to pick up the win. Yes, he had some words about Anarchy. The reporter asked him. I mean, just look at these men, and just look at them. These monsters. The Strikeforce, just such a well-oiled machine, and they are the #1 contenders. And I gotta ask, who goes into this match? Will it be Quick Draw and Tank, or will it be Lassiter? I mean, Lassiter did pick up the win here tonight.
But you gotta think, having a man like Tank in that match plays a huge factor in favor of Strikeforce.
That's true, but which one of these two guys joins Tank? I mean, obviously, Quick Draw helped pick up the win over the Order last week. But to that same extent, we have Lassiter, who just won you the match.
I wouldn't be surprised if Lassiter goes in that match with Tank.
I completely wouldn't be surprised either. As we go on to our next one, where we will see Everett Adams for the first time since episode 1, when he did lose to Adrian King. Big time matchup here. We do get to see the Japanese sensation, Everett Adams. He went back after his loss. I was talking to him in the back. After his loss, he went to what he calls his home in Japan, and he said there's a temple on top of a hill where he trained in his style. And he basically said he went and sat in that temple and talked to some of the elders at the orphanage he grew up in. And basically they told him, like, he said he had found spiritual guidance in a way that nobody else could ever understand.
Interesting.
I believe we might see a much more physical version of Everett Adams here today.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, trying to redeem yourself after a loss is just basically something that he needs to do in order to get back on track here.
That's right.
Having that guidance with him will help him out a lot here.
We're gonna see a guy in Trevor West who he's fought at some of the smaller indie promotions. I'm sorry, I was talking about Trevor, but I can never get over this entrance. It gets me all inspired every time I see it. I mean, just the way he moves and just the charisma that oozes off of this guy. But yes, back to what I was saying about Trevor West. He has made a name for himself on some of the smaller indie promotions. Definitely has a growing fan base. Maybe not to the extent of ECW just yet, but it is definitely growing.
It's always good to have a little fan base to start off with.
That's exactly right. And I mean, who does this match favor? Does it favor Everett Adams, who has had a match? And I mean, yes, you could scout for him, but even then, after going, you never know what he's going to throw at you. Or does it favor... he's also never competed in ECW? Does he truly...
crowd like this, so I think the advantage does go to Everett Adams.
I mean, Trevor West coming out here hyped, coming out here with excitement. He's ready for a fight. I mean, as I said, he comes with his own following. I mean, you can see a few people in the arena excited to see this guy.
I see it. Yep.
I mean, you can see here and there are people that really are excited to see him. But I mean, I don't know if he can compete with a guy of Everett Adams' caliber.
Interesting to see how many people are into this dude. Honestly, it's gonna be interesting to see how he works here in this match against Everett Adams.
That's exactly right. As Everett Adams started off with that big super kick, followed by that kick to the head, and then a German suplex. And Everett Adams in firm control here over Trevor West.
I guess spiritual guidance is helping him a lot here.
That's exactly right. I mean, going back to your hometown and going and speaking with, for lack of a better word, a shaman. Just going to speak to the elders of the orphanage that you grew up in. I mean, you grew up in a temple, basically raised by like monks and stuff like that. They taught you how to fight at a young age, just in case you ever needed it. Right. And then you decided that you want to do it for a living. And that brings you here and now, where you take a loss and you lose a fight. You were taught that if you were to have to fight, you were not to lose. You have to go for spiritual guidance. How does that change you when you come back? What is your mindset coming back, knowing you have lost in this company before?
I think the mindset is about redemption. I mean, like we said before, whenever somebody loses, you always want to redeem yourself, get a W under your belt, so that loss doesn't affect you too much. But with Everett Adams, that does affect you a lot, considering the background that he does have. I mean,
that's exactly right.
It did affect him, and I feel like he's going to come out here with a little bit more of a mean streak, as we've seen thus far here with Trevor West.
I mean, that's exactly right. As Everett Adams, he's going for that rising sun. The rising sun connects. 1, 2, 3. Oh my! Trevor West kicked out, showing a little bit of heart there. Was that heart, or was that stupidity on the part of Trevor West?
I was about to ask, was that a smart thing? Because I think I just pissed off Everett Adams.
Adams went for a shooting star press. West rolled out of the way. West now trying... Oh, he went for a stomp but missed as Adams rolled out of the ring. Adams got in the ring and caught him. Spinning sit-out powerbomb just broke Trevor West in half. Big face buster there. Now Adams continuing the stomp. And if you're a guy like Everett Adams, what is your mindset if you were to lose tonight?
I think I just don't know, honestly. Just having, like we said, having that Japanese background where you always are taught to, whenever you're in a fight, you're supposed to win. And having 2 losses, going in 2 fights and then coming out with 2 losses, that's just gotta crush you, not just like mentally, but also emotionally as well.
I mean, I agree with that. And as we said, he is trained to fight. He's a trained warrior. And 2 losses would crush him. Is he able to bounce back after 2 losses? 2 back-to-back losses?
I'm a firm believer that whenever you get knocked down, you always try hardest to get back up, and I feel like Everett Adams has the capability to do that. But I feel like that he's not going to take a loss here tonight.
I don't either. So. I mean, the way this match is going, he's just dominated, and I mean, now we have...
Trevor West gets busted open.
That's exactly right. I was just about to mention that. Trevor West is busted open. I mean, it's just...
Matching the red that Everett Adams has on his boots.
That's exactly right. As the boots is what caused that. That big maneuver there from Trevor West. as easily Everett Adams kicks out, and that just changed the entire momentum of this matchup. As Adams with a kip up. Now what's he going for? Sunset flip power bomb to the outside. Adams tossing him in the ring. Adams with a forearm, followed by another. Adams off the turnbuckle, close our forearm, and then he went for the bulldog but missed. Trevor West threw him off when he went for the bulldog. Trevor West with a very wise maneuver there. Obviously scouted that maneuver from Everett Adams, so he was ready for it. And that's where that scouting does come into play for Trevor West.
Scouting always does help, and that's what's showing right now.
And that face buster, once again, the answer for Everett Adams, who just stomps the face of Trevor West into the ground. And looks like he's gonna go back to those kicks. And he does. I mean, you gotta think, Trevor West might just be one big counter away from winning this match at the rate he's been going. As, oh, never mind there. He just dropped down. And now Everett Adams to the top. Oh no. Oh, that big stomp. The code of silence. Oh my lord. And I think he just caved the chest of Trevor West in. As he gets a 3 count, as Everett Adams is finally victorious here. Picking up a big win.
Redemption we were talking about.
That's exactly right. And whatever he did in Japan definitely helped him. And if I was him, I'd do it before every match.
Whatever gets you the victory, that's what I would do.
That's exactly right.
There. Taking advice from a veteran like me.
I mean, you were great in your time in the ring. We know that much.
Yeah.
Of course, you never got to compete here in ECW.
Yeah, considering the amount of guys that we have here, the size of the amount of talent that we have here, I don't think I would, to be honest.
I mean, so you mean to tell me if the opportunity arrived and you were offered a match or forced into a match some way, somehow, you wouldn't take it?
I would take it depending on the guy I'm facing. I mean, I would step into the ring all happy, excited, just anticipating the matchup and happy to get back into the ring, and then out comes Tank. So I'm like, nope, I'm out. Back to the table.
What if the match against Tank was a world title match?
Then I just grab the title from the ref and be like, go up to Tank and be like, here, take it. You're champion. Because having a world championship match ain't worth it if you're about to die. And speaking of a man that's about to die, we got Martin Oxley taking on Jordan Hayes here.
I like... You're doubting Martin Oxley. I mean, yes.
I'm completely doubting Martin Oxley, yes.
He did.
I'm all for Jordan Hayes here.
He did lose last week, and you know me, I like Hayes. Am I a fan of the newfound attitude? No. But at the same time, I like Martin Oxley. I mean, the kid's shown heart since coming here, starting off with the big upset. And then, I mean, then he gets thrown to Lassiter, who is just... I mean, he's just a snake. He's waiting to strike at any chance. Then the poor guy, after being thrown to Lassiter, has a hell of a match against Hayes last week. He gave Hayes a run for his money last week. In the end, he was put down by Hayes. And then after that, after the war they went to, Hayes had the audacity to just obliterate Oxley on our announce table last week.
Hopefully a repeat won't happen tonight. I mean, Martin Oxley, 1 week, you have a match against Lassiter. Next week, you have one against Jordan Hayes. And now this week, you have another match with Jordan Hayes. I mean, I just don't know.
I mean, this week,
I just feel sorry for this dude.
it is another match against Jordan Hayes, and it's a Falls Count Anywhere match against Jordan Hayes.
I mean, that's just stacking the deck right there.
And I mean, he has to still be hurting from that attack last week. That match last week has to still be hurting him. I mean, they weren't even into the ring yet last week before Hayes attacked him.
I'm just hoping Hayes ain't got a target on this announce table here like he did last week.
That's exactly right. I mean, we've made it through a show where we didn't have to lose our announce table. That's always a fun
Almost
thing
did
to
during
have.
the Fallen and Strike Force match. Luckily we did it.
That's
Looks like a one more
true.
match to go, and it's a False Count Anywhere match where anything goes. I mean, you gotta believe that this table here is an obvious target.
I mean, hell, you almost got hit in the head by Anarchy's body.
Correct.
That drop kick that, I believe it was Quick Draw hit to him on the announce, like where he almost went over the announce table, was just vicious.
Yeah, I was looking down at the monitor to look up, and Anarchy's head is just right in my face.
I mean, and then we almost lost it again whenever we seen the New Blood and Goliath passed by this table and he gave it a very nasty eye. I was officially scared for the table.
Yeah, I know.
Oh man, and this is where everything culminates. This is gonna be a match. I mean, the Outlaw has been on a roll. There's no other way to describe what he's done.
It's gonna be interesting to see what kind of mindset Jordan Hayes goes into this matchup. I mean, you gotta believe at Vengeance he has a world title shot waiting for him against Alex Garcia, a man
That's
that we haven't
exactly
even
right.
seen since week 2.
Exactly. I was just about to mention that. Where is Alex? You're friends with him. You're like one of his best friends. You helped get the man here. Where the hell is he?
I haven't even had any kind of contact with him. I tried contacting him. He hasn't answered any of my phone calls or anything like that. So it's starting to worry me a little bit. I mean, can you just imagine? Like, I don't know how a man like Alex Garcia holding the World Heavyweight Championship could come back. Like, I mean, I'm surprised that he didn't take some of my words. Damn it! I'm not surprised that he took a couple weeks off, because being a world champion, you're the face of the company. You're losing about 5 minutes against a man like Jordan Hayes. I mean, it's got to take an effect on you.
As Hayes just again with that big vicious knee to start off this match. I mean, a loss like that does take an effect on you. But you're the champion, and you have a match coming up, and you haven't been heard from. Does that screw with your match? I mean, does that hurt you?
I wouldn't be surprised, I wouldn't be surprised if it did hurt him, because you gotta believe the ECW board of directors is just worried sick about you. I mean, and when you come back and you haven't really been responding much, I mean, you gotta believe the board of directors gotta be pissed the fuck off at you. Sorry for my language, but
That's exactly right. Hayes is just doing exactly what you said. He's taking it to Oxley. Oxley's starting to fight back a little bit. Oh my God! Just Oxley sent crashing right back to the mat, and oh no, he's taking apart the announce table here.
God damn it!
Can we not have nice things around this place?
I guess the brain crew fixing my monitor ain't gonna be enough.
Oh no! Oh my God! A DDT on that monitor! Holy crap!
Speaking of monitors,
Oxley just... Oh my God! And now a chair just beating the hell out of Martin Oxley. The Outlaw is just... Is there anybody that can truly stop this man right now?
I really don't think so.
I mean, we've seen some dominant forces here. Don't get me wrong. Strike Force has been dominant. We've seen Dennis Graves be dominant. But the Outlaw has been a different animal here. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my God, on the chair. And just, oh, here it is. This is gonna be it right here. Kill shot. It connects on the chair as well. 1, 2. Oh, Oxley kicked out. The heart.
There's that fighting spirit.
The heart of the underdog. Always there. But, oh, he rolls out of the way of that chair shot, but then he just gets cracked again, and this time it busts him open.
Bloodbath.
Oxley busted wide open. And I mean, why is it every time we see Strike Force or Hayes get in the ring, it always leads to blood?
That's just the kind of competitors they are. They are for blood. They have that no mercy type of attitude against their opponents.
8-second ride.
Can I just say how impressive the move, the 8-second ride is?
It's a very impressive move, and the only move in the arsenal of the Outlaw that is more impressive is that kill shot finisher. I mean, I don't know of a move that's nearly as vicious as that kill shot.
And if you're the world champion, Alex Garcia, and you have an upcoming match against Jordan Hayes, are you watching this matchup?
I mean, I would hope so, but at the same time, as we've said, we don't know where the hell he's at. He might not even have a TV where he's at. I mean, for all we know, he's sleeping in a dumpster somewhere. Oh, he goes for that big knee connects. Oxley trying to steal one. Oh, no, but Hayes kicks out easily at 1. And Oxley just throws his best maneuver, and what happens? An easy kick out from the Outlaw.
You know that's going to mess with him mentally.
And I mean, as we said last week, Outlaw really is just taking these matches against Oxley to just to kind of take a shot at Garcia. As we said last week, Garcia is the reason Oxley is here. Very good friends with Martin Oxley is Garcia, and just through everything, I gotta believe that is why the Outlaw is targeting Martin Oxley. I mean, do you agree with that assumption?
I wouldn't disagree with it, honestly. I feel like it make a lot of sense. I mean, if you're gone for a certain amount of time and you have nobody to target and you have nobody to really like send a message with, why not go after one of the guys that you brought into the business?
I mean, that's exactly right.
I feel like that sent a perfect message to Garcia.
I mean, that is exactly what it is. And I mean, we know the Outlaw is the king of mind games. As far as, I mean, and similar with the way Strike Force carries themselves, everything the Outlaw does is with a purpose. Oh, once again on the shoulders. 8-second ride again. Oh no. Kill shot connects. I thought he might have used them steps, but he decided not to. 1, 2, 3. And the Outlaw dominant once again. And Oxley showed so much heart. I don't know, but Oxley just showed so much heart in that match.
Gotta tip your hat to him, but you gotta believe that going into that.
That's exactly right. And oh no, he's not done. Oh, Garcia is here. The Outlaw. Garcia is here.
There he is.
Attacking the Outlaw. Shots to the Outlaw. Garcia tossing him off the ropes with a drop kick. Oh my God, Garcia is in the building.
We were wondering where he is.
Oh.
There he is.
Oh
He
my
was watching this
God.
matchup.
Oh, Garcia's looking for it. Garcia calling for it. The calling card. There it is. He hits it. Rise of Anarchy. Rise of Anarchy connects. Our world champion just sent a statement to end the show. Oh my God. He's back, ladies and gentlemen. The world champion, Alex Garcia, the revolutionist. Any last words, partner?
I'm excited for vengeance. That's all I gotta say. Our world champion is now back. We were all wondering where he is. Just now sending the message to Jordan Hayes to end off the show. I'm excited.
That's exactly right. This has gotten me so excited. And until Sunday, when we see you all at Vengeance, don't forget to subscribe to the ECW network to where you can catch Vengeance. We will see all of you this Sunday. Till then, this is ECW leaving you guys.